Hi guys, Swansea Ladies here, back again for another game, back again for another midweek match preview, and the Swans are travelling to London to face Brentford. So in the current table, Swansea City are currently second in the Championship with 18 points, while Brentford lie in 9th place with 14 points. So there's only 4 points separating the two sides and the 7 places between us, so you can already tell how tight the Championship will be this season and how tight it's going to be already. Obviously Brentford finished in the playoffs last season third, they could have gone up automatically, but they bolted it towards the end of the season. But obviously Swansea got playoffs on the last day, obviously beating Reading 4-1 and Nottingham Forest losing to Stoke 4-1. If you're watching, cheers for that. But obviously we versed Brentford twice in the playoffs and beat them in the first leg 1-0, and obviously lost in the second leg 3-1, where they went on to play Fulham in the final and lost. Overall in the two legs, there's a bit disappointing with the second leg, especially because defensively we were pretty awful. But that first leg especially, we were really awesome that game, defensively superb. Yes, we missed a penalty, but the goal AU score was amazing. Just a shame we couldn't get to the Premier League, but fingers crossed we can do that this season. In the two clubs' last game, Swansea City beat Blackburn Rovers 2-0, where I thought we played very well again. Took us like 25-30 minutes to really get into the game against Blackburn. Our pass was a bit sluggish, and our movement wasn't good. But when we got that first goal from Ben Gabango from the corner with his brilliant header from Conor Robertson's cross, and I thought we controlled the game. Blackburn had 1 or 2 half chances, but I thought we dominated the game and we probably deserved to win. But Blackburn, on another day, they probably could have had a point or even more on that day. But for Brentford, then they beat Luton Town 3-0 away from home, which is a very good result for them. Luton are not on the best form at the moment, but they are quite up there in the table, which is quite surprising. But Luton's not an easy place to go to, and I thought Brentford did very well to get 3 points over that ground. Considering they lost their last season, it's always good, when you lose to a team and you beat them the next season. It shows that you've really moved on. Ivan Toney scored that game. He's up to 9 goals in the Championship this season with 1 assist. He's got 9 goals in 9 appearances, so he's been a great signing from Peterborough. I think they signed him for around about £10 million, £12 million, so it's money well spent. Obviously, with Ollie Watkins going to Aston Villa inside Ben Rama going to West Ham, they needed some firepower. Obviously, with Brian Mbeumo, who's a good player. So I think Ivan Toney will easily get 20-25 goals this season. Injury news for Swansea City, of course, George Byers and Morgan Gibbs-White are the absentees as usual. And for Brentford, they're missing captain Pontus Jansson, which is a big blow for them. He's been out for the last couple of weeks, which is really good for us. Jansson's a good player, and I think he knows AU's capability. So it'll be interesting to see if Pinnock and whoever will be partnering Ethan Pinnock tomorrow, if they can call with Andre Ayew and probably Jamal Lowe. And Christian Norgard is also out for Brentford. He played well in the playoffs against us, so it's good to see that he's out. Yeah, so Brentford will not be an easy game. They're not the best to start the Championship, but they're starting to find their rhythm now. They've had a few wins back to back. Preston did beat them 4-2 at their new ground. I think it's the Community Stadium or something like that, Brentford's Community Stadium. So Preston were 2-0 down. So if we are 2-0, 1-0 down tomorrow, I'm not going to give up, because Brentford can be caught out of the counter-attack. They're very attacking side, so I think we'll sit back tomorrow and hopefully hit them on the counter-attack. It's worked before for us. We were beaten away from home, of course, so away from is really good. We're more of an away from home team. We've not lost in our last 4 games as well. Kept 2 clean sheets in a row and scored 4 in our last 2 as well. So we're in really good form. So fingers crossed we can take our wins against Stoke City and Blackburn Rovers onto Brentford tomorrow. So big shout to Billy, who actually does a podcast with Beesotted Brentford. So big thanks to Billy for coming on. His Twitter will be down below, and let's hear what Billy's got to say about tomorrow's game.
So absolutely just started to chuck it with rain. And is this going to sum up the game today? Is it going to be a bit of a washout? Brentford and Swansea we beat again after the playoff semi-final. We managed to get the edge on that one, but we didn't quite do what we need to do in the final. This season we lost a couple of players, Ollie Watkins, and we lost side Ben Rama. We got new players in. It's taken a bit of time to bed in, but Ivan Toney now is on fire. Whether or not we can actually feed him, we shall see as well. Norgard being out, he's a great player, and it's a big thumbs down for us, Norgard being out. But Janelt came in, he had a great game against Luton at the weekend. We beat them 3-0. So I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. Brentford are a little bit up and down. We've got some great players, but some of them are new in the side, so they're still not 100% up to speed. So sometimes we play great, against Luton, teams like that, but other times we get the Prestons when we're 2-0 up. At half-time we lose 4-2. Swansea are doing great this season. To be honestly, I thought you were right last season. You were up there at the beginning, you tailed off a little bit towards the end, you showed exactly what you're all about. So it's going to be a tough battle between the two of us. You're going to ask me to give a score prediction. I can't give a score prediction. If I was going to say anything, I'd probably say it's going to be even Stevens as a draw. That would be good for us if we can grind out draws against teams like Swansea, because last season we used to lose 1-0. We lost 1-0 about a quarter of the games. So if we can start grinding out wins against teams like Swansea, it's a good result for us. Enjoy the game tonight. Stay safe. We're going to be locked down big time in a few days' time. So enjoy your night out tonight, whether or not it's with your mates or whether or not it's with yourself in your house. a few beers and a few coffees and a few whatever you head to. Peace out. Come on, you bees.
Thanks, Billy. Like I said, he does a podcast, so if you want to go and listen to his podcast, then follow his Twitter, and I'm sure there'll be a link there somewhere. So thanks, Billy, for coming on, mate. There's one person who got their score prediction right against Blackburn Rovers, and that was Adam Hansford. So congratulations, Adam. You're the only person who got their score prediction right. I went 3-2, we won 2-0. So congratulations, Adam, who said 2-0. If you want to show in the next match preview, which will be Friday, previewing the Norwich City game, then you've got to get your score prediction right. Going on to my lineup, this is the team I'd play. Of course, Freddie Woodman in goal, 2 clean sheets in a row, really good for him. Back 5 of Connor Roberts, Carl Norton, Mark Geehee, Ryan Bennett and Jake Bidwell. I'm dropping Ben Cabango for Ryan Bennett. I think Ryan Bennett's experience in this game will be really good. Obviously he's missed Saturday's game just due to fitness and a bit of fatigue, but Cabango scored Saturday, but I just think Norton's experience could really help us in this game. Obviously Geehee's left-footed, so obviously he's going to be the left-footed centre back. I think you've got to play Ryan Bennett in this game just for the experience. So going on to my midfield then, I'm bringing in Matt Grimes for Corey Smith. I think Matt Grimes will be very useful in this game. I think it was always his decision to be rested against Blackburn, or the manager's decision, so hopefully it works out in this game. Jay Fulton again, really good in the last couple of games. Defensively superb. And then the attack midfielder, I'm bringing Casey Palmer. I think he's a bit more physical than Jan Danda. I think physicality could be a big part of this game, especially with Brentford's midfield not being the strongest. I think Casey Palmer deserves a shot. Nothing against Jan Danda, he's been playing well recently, but I think I'll start him Saturday and maybe drop him for this game just to keep it fresh in the attacking midfielder role. Up front then, I'm not keeping it fresh and keeping the same two as always. Andre and Jamal Lowe. Can't drop Andre, who scored Saturday, really good goal, and he's obviously the captain. Jamal Lowe, his work ethic's really good. Of course, he's not scoring as many goals as we all like, but his work ethic's really good. So thanks guys for watching. Please hit like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know your score predictions down below. Thanks Billy for coming on. Make sure you go and follow him on Twitter. Really do appreciate all the support, guys. Also we hit 3,000 subscribers on the stream Saturday, so that means a lot. Got rated as well, which is always fun. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. But I want to thank every single one of you who watches the match previews, likes, comments, subscribes, and helps me continue to grow the channel. So thanks for watching. There will be a watch along tomorrow. Kickoffs at 7 o'clock, so 6:50 PM there will be a watch along. Fingers crossed we can get something out of the game. It's going to be a really tough test, and especially Saturday as well. So if you want to watch me for that, you're more than welcome to tune in. Brentford fans, I know, Luton Town fans, Wycombe Wanderers fans, Cardiff City fans, Derby County fans. I don't care what other club you support, just make sure you join. And as my Xbox turns on, that's a good time to end it. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Come on the boys.
I need one more chance. Oh, baby, let me show you. I need one more chance. Oh.